first question you ask is, what one thing do you need in your life in order to feel like life is worthwhile? It's a great way to get to know people. It really is. And now, sometimes you're going to go out, and that could be a deep question for some people in a club. Your backup question is, what do you like doing? If somebody's too ADD to focus on something abstract, what do you like doing? Second question is, and remember their words. If the first question is X, so X equals the first question. If X, then what does that allow you to do? In other words, if you like integrity, if you have integrity in your life, what kinds of things does that allow you to do? And again, if you get the shallow ADD person and they say they love dancing, say describe your perfect scenario of dancing. Describe the best time you ever had dancing. So your backup question is describe your perfect scenario of X. Your last question is, and this is the important one, if X and Y, and repeat their words back to them so they can remember. So repeat his words back. If X and Y, then how does that make you feel inside? And don't let them get away with, oh, I feel good. Really make them explore that feeling and give that word. And that word is what they call their core value. That's what someone's really about. People in LA, they want to be actors and they want to be famous. And they think they want to be famous, but that's not what they really want. Maybe they want that non-empty, full, comfortable feeling. So once you hit that, and if they've never gone that deep, it's an amazingly bonding, fascinating, interesting thing. Really awesome.
In all romantic relationships, there are some things that are going really well, and there are some things that there are just a disagreement. And so these researchers in Texas brought couples into research situation, and they said, what we'd like you to do is think about an issue that you haven't been able to get agreement on. You just, all the time that you've been together, you just haven't been able to do it. And we would like for one of you, and flipped a coin, to be the persuader, to try to persuade your partner to come into line with your position on this issue, right? And then they took a step back, left the room, but they had TV cameras, so they knew what happened. And they found three kinds of persuaders. One was what they called the coercive persuader, who said, I need you to do this for me, otherwise you'll be sorry. I'll have to do some things that you're not happy about, right? Not only did that fail to work, it produced polarization. You got the opposite result. Now the recipient of that message was further away from the persuader's position. So that was terrible. There was another approach that the researchers called the rational logical approach, where the persuader said, look, if you'll just examine the situation more closely, you'll see that my position is the more rational one. Yes. It's the more reasonable one. Now, that didn't get polarization. That got laughter.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
They got no movement at all. There was only one strategy that worked.
What was that?
By a very small percentage of people who said, we've been together now for 2.5 years. I'd really appreciate it if you'd do this for me. They just brought to the surface that they were a unit.
Wow.
They shared an identity. That's all.
That was it.
No new information, no greater logic, no. Just bring to consciousness that we are a we group. Wow. And inside we groups, people support and compromise. It's what we do inside we groups, right? Now, there was another version of that was even simpler to implement. It was simply to use the pronouns we, our, and us in making the request. Shared identity.
It can be anything, really. It could be we go to the same gym, we like the same workouts, we like the same whatever. Food, we like the same restaurants. You're saying any type of we community.
Yes.